Let's be real. Aging isn't the problem, it's a badge of honor. You've gained confidence, experience, and a stronger sense of self. But here's the truth. Your shoes might be quietly aging you. Most men over 40 are unknowingly wearing footwear that makes them look outdated or tired. So today, we're breaking down 11 shoe mistakes that instantly age you and how to fix them. Let's get into it. You might not even realize it, but those beat up shoes you love, they're quietly sabotaging your look. Sure, they've been through a lot, but there's a difference between broken in and just plain broken. Maybe you've walked city blocks in them, traveled across countries, or simply worn them for years because they still kind of work. But here's the harsh reality. Worn out shoes make you look like you've stopped caring. Cracked leather, busted soles, scuffed toes, loose stitching. These signs of wear don't communicate rugged charm. They signal neglect. Even the priciest shoes lose their magic when they're falling apart, and people notice, especially women. Trust me, it's one of the first things they look at. If you wouldn't show up to a meeting or a date in a wrinkled shirt and ketchup stained pants, don't wear destroyed shoes either. Here's the fix. Either get them repaired professionally or know when to say goodbye. Shoe cobblers can do wonders with resoling, restitching, and reconditioning, but there's a point of no return. When you cross that line, let that pair go. It served you well, but your look deserves better now. What's the oldest pair in your closet right now? Be honest. They might shine like leather from afar, but up close, they give themselves away. And once they do, they drag the rest of your outfit down with them. They're inexpensive, they shine like leather, and you don't feel too bad when they fall apart after a season or two. But here's the thing, people can see the difference. Real leather has depth, texture, and character. Fake leather just looks flat, plasticky, and over time, it creases in all the wrong ways, cracks instead of softening, and starts to feel like you're wearing a cheap Halloween costume on your feet. Even worse, synthetic shoes don't age well. They deteriorate fast, they don't breathe properly, and they often squeak or peel over time. Not exactly the image of a refined, confident man. As you get older, your wardrobe should move away from fast fashion and towards long-term quality. It doesn't mean you have to break the bank, but it does mean investing in pieces that last. So look for full grain leather, top grain leather, or even high quality suede. These materials develop a beautiful patina with wear. They mold to your foot and they signal maturity without trying too hard. Think of them as an investment in how you show up in the world. Take a look at your favorite pair. Are they real leather or the fake stuff? Ever see a guy and immediately know his shoes are from a different decade? That might be happening to you. Outdated styles are one of the fastest ways to look older than you are, even when everything else is on point. Ever seen a guy in square-toe dress shoes and instantly thought he hasn't bought new shoes since the early 2000s? That's because some shoe designs are time-stamped, and not in a good way. Square toes, chunky soles with obvious fake stitching, and overly aggressive contrast patterns, these scream dated. They don't make you look classic, they make you look stuck. This is one of the quickest ways your shoes can age you. Even if they're in perfect condition, if they're based on an outdated silhouette, the message they send is, this guy hasn't evolved his style in a decade or more. Instead, opt for timeless shapes. Almond toes, clean lines, subtle finishes. You want people to think, that guy's sharp, not that guy's style hasn't moved past college. Can you spot any outdated styles in your collection? Time for a refresh. Wearing running shoes with every outfit doesn't say comfortable. It says, I've given up. They belong in the gym, not under your jeans or dress pants, and athletic sneakers have their place. But that place is the gym, or the track, or maybe a quick grocery run. Wearing them with jeans, chinos, or worse, dress pants, that's a disconnect. It tells the world you prioritize convenience over care. And yes, it ages you. There's something about clunky cross trainers with fluorescent logos and air cushions that just screams, I gave up. Now, I'm not saying never wear sneakers, but go for minimalist sneakers instead. Leather, suede, canvas, these look clean, modern, and mature. White, black, gray, or muted tones. Think Common Projects, Oliver Cabell, or even Adidas Stan Smiths if you're on a budget. They offer the same comfort, but without making you look like you just left a spin class. Are you guilty of wearing running shoes way too often? Drop a yes or no in the comments. Trying to turn heads with loud, trendy shoes? Over 40, that can backfire fast. Flashy footwear often reads more midlife crisis than modern style. And nowhere is this more obvious than with shoes. Neon colors, chunky soles, oversized logos, or loud patterns. It might look cool on Instagram influencers or runway models, but in real life, it just doesn't translate. Wearing overly trendy shoes past a certain age says one of two things. You're trying too hard to stay relevant, or you've mistaken loudness for style. Instead, go for quiet confidence, understated elegance. That's what maturity is all about. Knowing what works for you and ignoring the noise. Want to add personality? Do it with materials, textures, or rich, deep colors like oxblood, tan, or navy. These feel intentional, not desperate. Still buying the same shoe size you wore in college? That could be aging you more than you think. If your shoes give you blisters, cramp your feet, or cause you to limp, they're not the right fit anymore. Weight gain, posture shifts, arch changes, all of these can alter your foot shape. So if you've been buying the same size 10 since college thinking, I know my size, you might be doing your feet and your style a disservice. Poorly fitted shoes cause bad posture, discomfort, even limping. That awkward shuffle, it might be your shoes, not your age. A good shoe fit should give you support, allow some toe wiggle room, and never cause blisters or cramping. If you're always breaking in new shoes, they probably aren't right for you. Get your feet remeasured at least every few years. Look for wide or narrow sizes if needed. And never settle for just okay. Because the way you walk affects the way you look. Confidence literally starts with comfort. Think socks don't matter? They're quietly sabotaging your look more than you realize, especially when they're the wrong kind, or just downright sloppy. But they're more visible than you think, and they can make or break your footwear game. Wearing white gym socks with leather shoes, that's a no-go. Wearing novelty socks with cartoon characters in a business meeting, also a no-go. Over time, these small choices add up. They make people wonder if you're still paying attention to the details or if you've started letting things slip. Instead, build a smart sock rotation. Go for dark solids, subtle patterns, and comfortable materials like merino wool or breathable cotton. Match the tone of your socks to your pants, not your shoes, and make sure they stay up throughout the day. Trust me, nothing ruins a sharp outfit faster than saggy socks bunching around your ankles. Your shoes might be great, but if they're dirty, cracked, or worn out, no one's going to notice the quality. They'll just see someone who stopped caring. You can have the most beautiful model in the world, but if it's dirty, scratched, and smoking from under the hood, no one's going to be impressed. Shoes need regular maintenance, wiping them down, conditioning the leather, using shoe trees to keep their shape, polishing them occasionally, resoling when necessary. Even 5 minutes a week can keep your shoes looking sharp. These small habits do two things. They extend the life of your shoes, and they elevate how people perceive you. Clean, cared-for shoes signal discipline, attention to detail, and pride in how you present yourself. And those things? They're ageless. What's your go-to shoe care routine, or are you starting fresh today? Truth is, the older you get, the less you need trends to look cool. But trendy shoes, they often do the opposite. They make you look like you're chasing youth instead of owning your style, or boots that look like moon shoes, or sandals with 12 straps and buckles. Trendy shoes might seem like a way to stay fashion forward, but they often end up making you look like you're clinging to youth you've already outgrown. The irony is, the older you get, the less you need trends to stand out. Your present, your posture, your polish, that's what leaves a lasting impression. So build a collection around timeless basics. Leather boots, classic loafers, brogues, white sneakers. Every pair should earn its spot by being versatile, well-crafted, and wearable for years to come. That's real style. Calm, confident, and completely unfazed by fleeting trends. Wearing the wrong shoes doesn't just clash, it sends the message that you don't get the moment. And that lack of awareness, it ages you fast. Wearing the wrong ones sends the wrong message. Imagine showing up to a job interview in sandals, or attending a wedding in running shoes. It doesn't just look sloppy, it shows a lack of situational awareness. Likewise, wearing formal dress shoes to a backyard BBQ makes you look stiff and out of touch. Learn the shoe spectrum. Know when to wear derbies, when to break out the loafers, and when to rock clean sneakers. It's not about rules, it's about respect for the moment, the setting, and the people you are with. It's not about following strict rules, it's about respecting the moment. Being appropriately dressed shows you care, and that never goes out of style. Relying on the same pair every single day? That's not a signature look, it's a style rut. It's not personal style, it's just a convenience in disguise. And over time, even great shoes lose their edge when overused. You find one pair that works, and suddenly it becomes your everyday go-to. But overuse kills even the best shoes. Not to mention, it flattens your style. Rotating your shoes gives them time to breathe, dry out, and recover. It also gives your outfits more range. Your shoes need time to air out and recover, or they start breaking down faster. A man with 5 well-chosen pairs will always look more stylish than someone wearing one pretty good pair every day. So, build a rotation. Something formal, something casual, something in between, something for rugged use, and something comfortable but polished. That way, your shoes last longer and your look never gets stale. Shoes might seem like a small detail, but they say more about you than you think. When they're wrong, they age you, distract from your look, and send the wrong message. But when they're right, they sharpen your presence, they boost your confidence. They say, "This guy pays attention," and it shows. So fix these 11 mistakes, and you won't just look better, you'll feel more intentional, more grounded, more you. And hey, if this helped, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment. What's one shoe upgrade you're committing to this year? I read every one, and your feedback shapes every future video. Until next time, stay sharp, stay intentional, and walk with purpose.